Dear Dharma friends, I am very happy to talk a little bit about the learning Tibetan language and Buddhism. I think Susu telling me you have a big group learning, you are learned and learning Tibetan and different way. So I am very happy about this. And it is very important to, the learning Tibetan language first. I have been in Taiwan, the Palace Museum. They have a beautiful, the Kangxi King time, they did the Tripitaka. So I wanted to do this, reprint it. So that time they have a professor, and he said, oh, that's this Tibetan, the Tripitakas, so wonderful. If this Tibetan language doesn't have it, and the other language they have some, it's a little bit shortage. So when he telling it that time moment, I didn't understand what it mean. I didn't ask either. And then later, maybe 10 years ago, I was in India, Changchun, and I saw one article that is one professor, Meshuram, is one of Indian professor that he's translating, and the many Buddhism texts from Tibet into the Hindi, English. I think he mainly in the Hindi, because India, a long time ago, the many texts lost, and so far. So he wanted from Tibetan translated into the Hindi. And then after some years ago, he founded some old text Hindi from Kathmandu, Nepal. And then he compared with together, and the Tibetan, this translation is 95% is exact, even the words is exact. And then the 5% of the meaning is the same, but the way of writing a little bit different. And then he said, when he compared with English translation, and they have 10% is get different. So I saw those things, and later I sent my secretary Guilik to the Varanasi to specially interview about these things, and he recorded in long hours, So mainly saying, actually this Tibetan language first is basic, we are saying Tibetan language, actually original is Burmese language. The Tibetan they have 30, and then the Hindi or earlier, Burmese languages, the 56 consonant, and the vowel is a, e, u, really, so 16. But then the Timisam Buddha, he went and bases the Burmese language, and then 16 vowel he made same in English, E, U, E, O, this 5. Same as English. And then the 56 consonant he less in 30, and they have some of some of he, because Tibetan language needed these things, and so add some few of them. Then this come out the Tibetan language. So this is your linguistic. You look in the Burman language, they have southern tradition and the northern tradition, and the Tibetan language is part of the northern tradition. So this is basic. So it's easy to translate it. And then they have a Sanskrit language. They have some words more than one meaning. Even in 10, more than 10 meanings there. And these things you cannot translate it, impossible. Even in the Tibetan language, earlier the king, the translating, they have made a rule, first rule, second rule, third rule. One of them said if the meaning is more than 10 sort of this kind of the Sanskrit letter, and you don't translate it, just use in the Sanskrit itself. So therefore we have many mantras, just leave the Sanskrit.